If there's something tragic we've all carried in our backpacks at one point, it's gotta be a school computer. The most iconic memory we've had at school is having to carry one of these rinkety pinkety drinkety computers wherever we go. For some reason, most of my high school memories include this hunk of plastic taking up space in my backpack. Like if my backpack wasn't heavy enough already. Hey dude, can you pass me my backpack? Sure dude. Here you go. Oh my goodness. Crap. My knees burn. If there's one memory I had to choose from when it comes to school computers, the most tragic one I can think of is forgetting to charge the damn thing. Others include, let's see here, having to get a new one because your freaking computer for some reason just flatlines mid-semester for some unknown reason, or worst case scenario, you lose it. Or even worst case scenario, you break it by accident and now you have to pay an arm and a leg for a computer that's not even yours. I gotta say, school computers were an entirely different breed. Now with one afternoon when I had literally nothing to do, I'm talking not even cooking, not cleaning, not even doing my homework, just sitting on the couch, just looking at whatever was on the TV, I came across a whole trend of people exploding their computers and lighting them on fire with a literal paperclip. Now, I've seen some dumb things in my life, but nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not even chugging Sprite and eating some bananas afterwards even comes close to this. What the heck are you gonna do when the... I'm sorry, but what the heck are you gonna do once the computer explodes? Potato chips. What kind of excuse will you come up with when you have to return it? Oh yeah, so about that, alright, let me explain. So my computer lit on fire because by accident, conveniently, unexpectedly, a random paperclip in the back of my backpack got in between a specific area, between the USB port and, for safety reasons, me and my friend were recording just in case something happened. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's gonna be $400. I was always taught to take care of everything I owned. It didn't even matter if it was mine or not. It didn't matter if it was shoes, clothes, a random cup of water, everything I had to take care of it like my life depended on it. So when it comes to school computers, the way some people treated them were... I don't even know if insane is the correct word. I don't know about you, but for any electronic you get, doesn't matter what it is, iPhone, MacBook, okay, we get it. Man, get out of here. Any electronics you have, you gotta treat them like if it was your own child.
On the bus, go!
Well, I guess this doesn't work for everyone. The point is, take care of your stuff, man. One story I actually have is back in junior year of high school. This day in particular, it was one of my favorite classes of all time, helping out in the library. This class in particular is called library science. I mean, in reality, it was more of a library assistant rather than being like where you sit down in class and take notes. This was more like being an assistant. And it was close to the end of the year. People were graduating, so everyone had to return everything they had. I worked with 3 other seniors at the time, but they graduated a week before everyone else. So your boy was pretty much enjoying some quiet alone time. I pretty much had an entire space to myself, which was peak. I was working on putting some books away, the usual day, and all the juniors, freshmen, and pretty much everyone was coming in to return their things. I'm over here putting away chargers, those mad expensive calculators that you only use a couple of times throughout the semester. I don't even know why they make us use them. And of course, some Chromebooks. Now, I was in charge of putting away pretty much everything. This included Chromebooks, and oh my goodness, what the heck happened to all these? Surface-wise, these computers looked fine, besides a few exceptions, like some of them had stickers on them that were either half ripped or actually just remained there, and others were like for some reason all sticky, like wet post-it note residue or something. I don't even know what the heck happened to them. I was in charge of cleaning some of these, and let me tell you, the insides were much worse. Some were discombobulated from the keys with some keys missing. The things on the side that keep the screen from getting like scratched and stuff, they were either scratched off or pretty much just ripped off for some reason. And the worst of all, like 2 computers had broken screens. I don't even want to know how you got like this. Now don't get me wrong, most computers were fine, but it was kind of insane the fact that nearly half of those computers were scuffed for some reason. Goodness gracious. Speaking of broken, let's talk about durability tests. Now if you're not familiar with what I just said, let me show you.
You're in a situation where you're an F student. Let me tell you something. You got a bright future, buddy. You see an F student.
Alright, no one's here. Perfect. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, it's good man. How we doing today? Nothing much. I just wanted to waste time before going back to video. And here we go. Alright, I see you. Almost lunchtime either way, man. 1. Yeah, not gonna lie. Can't wait for. Holy crap! Are you okay? Now the durability tests I've been seeing in my feed have got to be the most down bad thing school-wise. You have to do the farm views. I've seen a lot of random stuff in my time, in school specifically, but nothing comes close to this. Peak low GPA behavior. Another core memory I kind of just remembered about, games. Now, Chromebook games were the absolute pinnacle of childhood memories. Back in the day, the first time I ever even laid my tiny little hands on this absolute unit called a Chromebook was back in 3rd grade. I vividly remember the teacher just rolling in this giant black cart of who knows what into the classroom, and then being like, alright kids, today we're going to be using these things called computers. So everyone come grab one, and we'll get started on some random activities that I have planned for today. Table by table, we were all called to get one, and oh my goodness, it was glorious, man. I have a lot of childhood memories about computers and of course other peak things, but that might just have to be a video on its own. Fast forward to high school and even middle school, and we've all had those classes where we just have nothing to do. They're just mad boring, unless the homies were there. Now that's something else. I don't know what happens to our minds and freaking neurons and chemicals and brain cells during that state. I like to call peak boredom. The state of the environment is so boring to the max that our brain literally thinks in 4D just to come up with something to do. And lo and behold, this right here, fellas, is where the magic happens. Man, I literally have 30 minutes, dude. Gosh, I'm so bored. Wait a minute. I got a computer. I sit in the back of the class. Does that mean I can... Does this thing have any games? Alright. Freaking hate Go Party. Man, this might be it. Wait, let's search. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes! Freak. Hey, yo, he's on Math Playground. Okay. Can I do that too? Man, good times, good times. Seriously, why do we always forget to turn off the volume? Or for some reason, like the volume's like at the highest for some reason, and then we forget to check. An honorable mention for today is the last battery percentage. We've all had those moments when our computer is so damn close to dying, but the school day is almost over. So we got 2 choices. Risk it for the biscuit, or absolutely crash out because your computer died, and all of a sudden your teacher talking about some. Alright, class, I literally have nothing planned for today since, you know, it's a Wednesday, so I'm gonna do nothing on my computer. Well, so y'all work on something in Google Classroom. Don't ask me. I'm gonna just do my thing, you know? And yes, it is due at the end of class. Oh my goodness. The amount of times this happened is a joke. There was this one time we had to fill out a Google form. These suckers right here. Battery at 3%. 20 minutes on the clock. Who knows if this will survive? Bro, whenever the battery was so close to dying, I swear, we checking the battery more often than checking the screens in FNAF. And that little indicator that tells you either have 1 minute and 32 seconds of battery left, or a whole hour and 32 minutes of battery left. Holy crap. But when you do manage to finish before the battery dies, but when you don't, in the end, your school computer experience is absolute peak or a nightmare to look back on.